That brings me on to something else I'd like to discuss with you.
Something else.
Yeah, I'd like to talk to you about Gemma's presentation to the claims department yesterday.
Seemed to be a big success.
Yeah, what do you think made it such a success?
Oh, we were very well prepared. And it seemed to me the claims department were very interested in the data we had to share with them.
In what ways did you support Gemma during the presentation?
I tried to take the pressure off Gemma. She gets very nervous presenting, and I could see that she was struggling to get clarity around some of the more technical aspects of the presentation.
Yes, she's spoken to me about controlling her nerves. So what did you do?
Oh, well, you were there, so you probably saw.
Yeah, I'd like to hear it from your point of view.
Well, I felt it was important to get the right message across, and I didn't think that Gemma was strong enough to do that. So I ended up taking more of a lead role than I wanted to. Luckily, I knew the content well.
How much do you think you spoke in comparison to Gemma?
Well, it was probably me 80%, Gemma 20%, but I was only trying to help.
Yeah, I understand you were trying to help, and I agree that the end product was a presentation that was informative for the claims department. When we first discussed this task, I explained that Gemma would prepare the content and take a lead in presenting it. I asked you to support her. When I came to observe the presentation yesterday, my expectation was that Gemma would be taking the lead, but she wasn't, you were. What effect do you think this had on Gemma?
Oh, well, she was probably relieved that I made it easier for her. But I suppose that doesn't help her in the long run.
Tell me, what involvement did you have in the preparation of the content?
When I realised how little Gemma knew about the subject of the presentation, I felt I had to take control of the content. I mean, yes, I contributed most of the final wording, but if I hadn't, if I'd left it to Gemma, there wouldn't have been anything to present.
What do you think you could have done differently?
Well, I suppose I could have been a little more patient with Gemma. What she needed was my help and support, not me doing the job for her.
Tell me, what were the reasons for your lack of patience?
I don't know, really. It's quicker to do the job yourself, isn't it? Slowing down to help others is something I could be better at.
Sally, I'd like you to support Gemma next week to do another presentation. How do you think you could approach it differently?
Well, for a start, I'll try to be more patient.
Anything else? How do you think you could help Gemma to do more of the presenting, while at the same time being confident that it will go well?
Well, we could rehearse it together, and I could help Gemma to think through the content of the presentation rather than write it for her.
That's excellent, Sally. Well, next week, that's what I'd like you to do.